Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to apply Gaussian blur to a video in Flutter Android. So yeah, let's get started. So I will quickly show you guys the output. So here you can see that I have one video playing. Now this video, so I'll just play this video. So now this is an original video. I haven't applied Gaussian blur to this, but the thing which I want to tell you guys is that the thing which I want to tell you guys is that once I click on this convert button, it will apply Gaussian blur to this, and it will also store that particular new video which has the Gaussian blur applied to the original video inside our external storage as well. Now this value which you see is the actual progress of how much conversion has happened. So the 2 which you see is the progress state, and this 29, 30, 32 which you see is the actual progress. The value doesn't reach till 100 because the video is very short. Also I have added a 500 milliseconds delay, but once the conversion is finished, here you can see that this progress state goes back to 0. So here you can see Gaussian blur was applied to this particular video. Now there are other ways as well, like there is this on completed and on error callback as well, through which you can know whether the Gaussian blur was applied, whether the conversion was finished or not. So I'll tell you that later. Here you can see in the code I have applied hard coded this particular thing of 10f. That's how I'm applying the Gaussian blur. Now given that this video was stored on a server, I can also apply Gaussian blur to a video which is stored on our local device. So I'll click on this open video picker without permission. Here you can see the first video which you are seeing. So this is the saved video on which the Gaussian blur was applied. Again, the original video was not modified because I did not have the original video. It was played on someone's server. Now I will click on this second video which is 15 seconds long. I'll just pause it because it's the audio is quite annoying. I'll click on this convert button again. If you want, you can track this. Okay. So there are different ways of applying Gaussian blur. So this is one of the methods. There is something called this as well. I mean, you can refer the documentation like this num standard deviation. I'm not really sure what this is. Okay, so other ways to use this particular thing as well, like Gaussian blur with frame overlaid. I'll just add this import as well. So you can use something like this, and there is one more thing like effect.add Gaussian blur, so something like this. So yeah, it's up to you how you want to use it. I'll just comment this out in case if you want to explore, you can do that. Right, let's see. Okay, so this should be ready hopefully by now. It hasn't reached till 0 yet. Okay, I don't know why it is not going to 0. Sometimes the Media3 transformer is still a little bit unstable. So here you can see, okay, it did take a while, but the Gaussian blur was applied. I'll just pause it. Now what if I don't want to wait for this conversion to happen? Okay, I don't want I immediately, as soon as I pick a video or play a video from a network URL, the Gaussian blur should be applied. Let's see if it's possible or not. I'll just on comment this particular line of code. I will rerun my application, and given that we have changed our native code, we have to rerun our application. You can use your Flutter run command as well, but yeah, just because I wanted to show you guys the logs, that's why I'm using Android Studio. Now again, the cat video, original video will start playing, which is stored on someone's network URL, and hopefully the Gaussian blur should be applied. So here you can see that has been applied as well. So yeah, let's see how to do this. I'll just comment this out again. So firstly, this is our application, Flutter application which I have created. This is our main.dart file, and here I have created this my homepage widget. So it is a stateful widget. This is the video URL for the cat video. You can change it to whatever you feel like. I have also created a method channel which will help the user to pick a video from his local device. So here if you see inside this text button, once the user clicks on it, we are invoking a method called pick video without permission. So I have defined this method on native Android side, and you will have to use the same identifier as well. Once we get the video URL, we just update this to this particular variable. Also once the video URL is not equal to empty, then only we display this particular widget, otherwise we don't display it. So for this my video view, I have created a custom widget called my video view. So as you can see over here, it is a stateful widget. It takes a video URL. I have also created this key because every time we send a new URL, we want the widget to update. So that's what we are doing over here. And here if you see, if the platform is Android, then only we are displaying an Android view, otherwise we are ignoring all other platforms. Now you will have to open this Android folder inside Android Studio. I have already done that. Firstly, you will have to go to settings.gradle and update the Kotlin version to 1.9.20, which you can find it over here. Then go to build.gradle and scroll down, and here you can see okay, there is a new version available. I think it is 1.4.1, so I'll update that as well. I think by the time you watch it, there might be newer version available. So you will have to add this bit of code, okay, and then just click on sync now. It will download all the dependencies for you. Then you will have to go to android manifest.xml, and here you have to add internet as well as read write external storage permission. This read write external storage permission is only required when you click on the convert button, and given that I am using a newer version of Android, I don't need this particular permission. That is automatically granted because actually these permissions are deprecated in newer Android version, but given that I am creating my file from my own app, I don't need this permission for newer Android devices. Next, you will have to go to main activity, which you see over here. So these are all the imports which we have. It extends a Flutter fragment activity. I have created a method channel result. Then I have created read write external storage permission, and this is once the permission is granted, we call this launch new video picker. Again, this launch new video picker don't require this permission, but yeah, I'm guessing most of you would like the convert button. That's why I'm asking this permission before we click on this launch new video picker. Then in case if permission is not given, I just display a toast message, and here you can see, so for launch video picker we are only picking by videos only. Once we have the URI, we send it back to Flutter side. We are also overriding this configure Flutter engine method, so we are registering our view. Then we are also overriding this method channel video picker platform. So once this is called, we launch the appropriate methods. Okay, next you will have to create a Kotlin file called my video view factory. Now this is boilerplate code. Every time you have to embed a native Android view inside your Flutter project, you have to write this. So just copy paste it. Here you can see we are referencing another Kotlin file called my video view. So you will have to create this my video view.kt file. I'll just scroll up. So firstly, these are all the imports which you have to add. So I'll simply scroll through this. There are some dead imports as well which you can ignore. Then here we are extending transformer.listener, which will give us on completed and on error for the convert button once it is clicked, and this lifecycle owner because we want to make use of Kotlin coroutines, so you have to write this boilerplate code as well. Then I have created our handler as well as progress holder, then a linear layout as well, 2 exo players, 2 player views, 1 button, 1 progress bar, 1 file name, playback position is 0, play when ready is true, and then our transformer. This is our file path, this is the video URL, and this is the array list of effect. You can apply multiple effect, but I'm just keeping things simple, so I'm just applying the Gaussian blur effects. Now you can choose out of 4 however you feel like you want to apply the effect, and I will just choose the first one. There is not really much difference, at least according to me, between those 4 ways. Then here I have created our layout params for our linear layout. This is how we display our input player view to the user. This is for the convert button, and on click of it we are calling setup transformer. This is for the output player view, and it is same as input player view, only thing is it is invisible at the very start. Then this is for our progress bar which I am displaying. Then once we get the video URL, I assign it to this variable. Then this I'm releasing the player first because like you saw, we were first playing the video from a network URL. Then I selected a video from our photo, right, from our videos app or photos app. That's why I'm releasing the player first if it is already playing some video, and here we initialize our input player. So this is how you initialize your input player. Again, if you don't want to wait for the convert button, you can just uncomment this line, so whatever video you choose, the Gaussian blur would be applied for that particular video. Then here we initialize our output player. This is how we release our player. Then we override the get view and return our linear layout. Here we inside dispose we release our player. Setup transformer, we first release our output player, then we call transform video, so we display our progress bar. Initialize our transformer, pass the video URL, then here we pass our effect, then we create our external file, start the transformation. Here we track the progress state as well as the progress holder, actual progress, sorry, and this is the 500 milliseconds delay which I was telling you about. This is how we create an external file. Even I have copy pasted it from Stack Overflow, and this is how we save file to external storage. Like, even I am not good at this, I have just copy pasted it from Stack Overflow. So maybe if you want, you can just pause the video and copy paste all this code. Then we override on completed as well as on error. So inside on completed we display our output player, initialize our output player, add file to external storage, hide our progress bar, and in on error we hide output player and progress bar and just display the toast message. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.